in the 5-step deadlift setup that is messed up a lot. Now, the 5 steps, just to go over them very briefly, are we walk up to the bar, we place the bar 1 inch from our shins, okay? We bend down and take our grip without moving the bar. We touch our shins to the bar without moving the bar. We squeeze our chest up to set our back in extension, and we drag/push the bar to stand up. Now, one of the big mistakes, and something you have to avoid, is allowing the bar to get bumped forward to the midfoot, or allowing your weight and your shoulders to get too far forward in the midfoot. Now, this happens, for the most part, when in the grip and in the shins steps, the lifter tries to keep their back flat because they feel like they need to keep their back flat when they're deadlifting the whole time. So what that looks like is they take their stance. It's perfect. The bar is 1 inch from your shins. But then you think you need to keep your back straight when you bend down. And this creates, when you have your back flat, that creates a ton of tightness in the hamstrings, the lower back, the glutes, that make it really uncomfortable to try to grip the bar. So what you do to try to grip the bar in this situation is lean forward to grab it. And then you swing the bar out 1 inch from your already bent shins because it's really uncomfortably tight. And then you squat down and touch your shins to the bar. And since you're already in this tight position, and your shoulders are way too far out in front, and your weight's too far out in front, when you go to set your back, you really don't get much out of it. And then when you go to drag it up, it either swings away from you on the way up and it has to come back over the midfoot, or you do a really uncomfortable rock back into it and it wrenches the fuck out of your back. So, here is the proposed solution to that. You walk up to the bar, you take your stance. When you take your grip, bend at the waist to send your hips backwards and allow your back to be loose. It could be a cat, and I'm the perfect kyphotic situation to show you this. I bend down with a round back, and all of a sudden, now my hamstrings and my hips and everything aren't so damn tight. So I can take my long grip in good tension. Then when I bring my shins to the bar, I keep my back loose still yet. I bend my knees until my shins touch the bar, push my knees out into my elbows without bending my arms, and again, my back is still round and loose, and I feel fairly comfortable here. Now it's time to get uncomfortable. So, I take a big breath of air, and without dropping my hips, I squeeze my chest up between my arms and push my belly down to the floor while taking the slack out of the bar. Big air. Squeeze, belly down, chest up, push. And I return the bar back down over the midfoot, and I let my back be loose again. I touch my shins to the bar, forward and out, take a big breath of air, squeeze my chest up, and drag the bar with help of my toddler to the top. And we put the bar back. So, trying to bend over with a tight back makes the setup next to impossible. So be loose through those steps. That's what I encourage you to do. You're gonna get a more consistent back set when you go from a loose position. You get your air in, you squeeze your chest up, okay? Give that a go in your 5-step deadlift.